All right, guys, season 6. We're back with it. The Walking Dead.
It's a new reason. So we got a new. It's a new season. So we got a new reason, baby. The season 5 was nuts. I'm always gonna have a special place in my heart for season 5. Don't you think?
Why?
Because it was phenomenal. So
it was
good.
Great. It was literally great.
It might have been as good as season 4, but I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
Man,
Season 4 was great too. I like them all so far.
Guys, basically when we left, Rick sort of has an ally, don't you think? She said, "Do it, Rick. Do it."
And he was like,
and he did it.
Wow.
So I feel like that's interesting. I mean, don't you think? So maybe they're going to be on the same page after all.
Yeah, but I'm trying to tell you, like I said, I already know what's happening. W's are running up in there.
Oh, walkers?
No, the W heads.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're running up in there.
Well, yeah, I feel like Rick's going to have to get the army ready.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for sure. Like the button. Like the video if you guys love Walking Dead, so we should get a bunch of likes on it for sure. Look, I just found a cheat code. Yeah, if you like Walking Dead, like the video. Perfect. Hit us up on Patreon if you guys want to see the full uncut reaction. Y'all have already heard my spill in like every video I've ever done, so you already know. And let's have a good season.
Let's go.
Let's get it. All right, guys. Season 6, episode 1. First time again.
Dang, he shot the color off it.
You literally just read my mind. I was literally about to say that.
Sounds insane. We have to come for them or they come for us. It's that simple. This is where it all starts tomorrow. Tobin gets in the truck, opens the exit, and we're off. He hops out, catches up with his team of Red, staying on the west side of the road. Daryl gets on his bike.
You see that?
Oh, sick.
Hey, we'll take it. That will kill like what? A bunch?
We gotta do this now! Tobin's group, get moving, go! No, Rick, we're not ready! Sasha, Abraham, him straight, we'll do it live! You meet Daryl at Red, let him take him through the gauntlet!
Yeah, we meet at Red.
Go!
I'll hit the tractor place.
Okay, who else?
We gotta take them out of the distractor cord.
I'm here, let me help. No.
I'm here! Do everything I say.
I will. Rick, this was supposed to be a dry run. Daryl, get ready! Come in!
What have they got themselves into?
Through the whole plan! Go back, we're finishing this! Tobin, you hit it on my signal! They're headed for home! We don't have a choice! Get ready to hit the flare! Now!
What is happening? They must have got some more coins in the budget.
Let's go, man. Another season. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I mean? That's how I
You were
feel.
so lit.
Did anything change?
Not that I noticed yet. I think there's one spot, but I could be wrong. Hey, that changed.
Always does. Decays every season.
You were wrong.
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah, I bet that kid's having a tough night. Because how do you feel about that, you know?
Thank you. Of course. What? What happened? You guys look like shit. She's fine. She's fine. She's okay. Tara?
He's all right.
Okay.
We're out there. Walkers and
You ain't even gonna say?
wing by a ricochet. It's alright. Holy shit.
Thank God. Nothing happened to your hair. Okay, Eugene's freaking me out. Somebody want to send Noah in here to protect me?
I missed an opportunity. Everyone in the comments said, everybody ate Chris. And I didn't think about it.
Look at that guy. He's about to be jelly. You saw him?
You kind of look like Eugene looking over that bookshelf.
You were right. Wasn't over.
Aw.
We should talk more tomorrow. I don't take chances anymore. And you shouldn't.
What is that head? Oh, it's Sasha.
Sasha, yeah.
Did he just chunk her deuces like that?
He said, like that guy on Best Ever Food Review. He's like, a piece.
Y'all have your assignments. You know where to rendezvous. Daryl leads them out. Sasha and Abraham join him at the bottom of the hill. Glenn, you hit us when you take care of the walkers at the tractor place. That's the one thing we gotta get ahead of. Everybody, keep your heads. Just keep up.
Hey, I like that trio right there.
That's the big three right there.
Big four.
So is he okay with it?
It's pretty much his idea. He gets it.
He's got a bed and a bath, but it's still a cage, you know?
Oh, he gets it. He told me what happened out there with the trucks.
Tell you about those guys he met, W's?
Like that walker we saw, yeah. We need more watch points. And I'm gonna tell Deanna we don't need to go looking for people anymore. You feel different about it?
Yeah.
Well, people out there, they gotta take care of themselves, just like us. I'm gonna get them out. Shouldn't leave them in there any longer than we have to.
I don't want to see them at odds with each other. I mean, that's just a minor disagreement.
You good?
Yeah.
Listen, if you're still looking to go buck wild with the breath impaired.
You already asked the question and I already answered it. If you were so worried, why the hell did you get into the car with me? Doing something as big as this, that's living. We're at Red, at the bottom of the hill.
All right, here comes a parade.
Rick looks like he bought them cheap razors. Like them $5 razors.
Just a little practice. You see him?
Where'd you learn that?
Fran.
Before or after? I ask, you answer. It's common courtesy, right?
After everything.
Look, I'm sorry for this, for having to do this.
It's all right. The way I look at it, sometimes you're safer when there's no way out. Gotta get to know each other again. And for the first time, again.
I wonder if his friend's name was Kenny.
Inside joke, guys.
It's us. We're back. You gonna let us in or what?
I'm technically not authorized, so I will not be doing so.
Who the hell are you?
You first.
I'm Heath. I live here. My team's been on a run the last couple weeks.
I trust him. I swear, I trust him. I trust everybody
Eugene.
now.
Aaron brought myself and my group here directly within that window, so we haven't had the chance to meet, and I can't exactly confirm your residence.
Open the gate.
If I do, how do I know you won't attempt to kill me?
Okay. Look, I'm not gonna kill you, but the longer you make me wait, the more you motivate me to beat your ass, so.
Now, why don't we just ask somebody? Because we don't know you. Or you.
So Deanna put you on gate duty.
Oh, no, I'm not proper duty. This is Holly's shift. I was just walking by. She asked if I could relieve her for a few ticks. I said no, thank you, and she ignored me, which is obviously what I should have done, as it's been at least 5 ticks and still no Holly.
What if that's the people who got banned because there's 3 of
I'm
them?
Scott. This is Annie.
Hi, good to meet you. How many of you are there?
12.
I'm sorry.
I'll close up. Anything big happened while we were gone?
Well, we had a meeting last night.
About what?
You might want to talk to Deanna and get it from the horse, her mouth.
Right.
Hey,
He
it's
doesn't
good
know
to
what to
see
think about
someone like
Eugene.
me. I fully respect the hair game.
How is yours the same at all?
Who put up the wall?
They did. There was a man, Reg. He drew up plans, made it happen early on. A lot of people in here, they've been inside from the start. They had food, energy, not a whole lot of walkers. They just lived. They haven't had to survive. They figured that out, brought us in. Still might be too late.
Too late how?
For them to come around, we'll see. You'll have to talk to Deanna. She's the woman in charge. She was married to Reg.
Was?
What are you doing?
I wanted to help.
We only need one.
We have two men here.
We're not gonna bury killers inside these walls.
I understand how you feel. I do. But it's not your decision.
Tobin, Rick's right. Go west, down Branton Road a few miles, just past the bridge. We don't
Man,
go
that
out
kid's
way.
listening.
Let the trees have him.
That sucks because he's not going to get to visit his dad's grave or anything. I mean, his dad sucked, you know. It's not really up to me to say whether they should bury him there or not.
But he was a surgeon. And he did save some people in the town. Bury him outside the gate.
Hey, let us know how you guys feel. Would you bury him in the walls or outside?
I shot him because he killed Reg. That was it. We didn't have a choice.
You do have a cell.
Not for killers.
I'm a killer, Rick.
They're all
I am, and
killers.
you are too.
Glenn, you there yet?
Almost. We'll have a handle before they get here. And we'll meet you at Yellow.
Copy that. It'll hold.
Well, that's good. You know, considering where we're standing.
Michonne, back when you were in that place where I lived, did you take one of my protein bars?
No.
Yes, she did.
See, I could have sworn there was one more peanut butter left.
That's how it is, isn't it? You always think there's one more peanut butter left.
What a little white lie.
That was so wholesome for some reason. Because it was so innocent, you know?
Because I thought he was going to actually ask something.
Morgan, maybe we just leave him here.
That's not who you are. I know.
You don't.
Aww.
So Rick's gonna make him dig the hole all by himself?
Stop. Did you hear that?
What do you think they're doing here?
Having a rave.
Oh, no. You know that summertime beanie. You know when they got the summertime beanie, it's just no good.
So he's leading all of them away. Jesus.
It kind of looks like a parade, doesn't it?
It reminds me of Forrest Gump when he's running, everybody's following him.
I don't want to say what it reminds me of.
That damn Days Gone and shit.
What are you doing out here, Ron?
I wanted to know where my dad was buried.
This is how the community's still here. They've had walkers at their walls, but a lot of them, maybe most of them, they wound up here.
That's kind of crazy, right?
So like one will slip through and make it to the town.
Ron!
Going back.
Hey,
Fine.
we shouldn't be out here.
I don't care what you think.
It's not what I think, it's what I know. You can't protect yourself. I'll show you how, but right now you have no idea what you're doing. And if you come out here, you're gonna die. And it won't be quick, and it won't ever be over, because you'll be one of them. That's what's gonna happen. You're coming back with us now. Don't make it hard.
You better watch him. He might smash Rick in the back of the head with a rock.
I know, because that's his new step pop.
Well, he just killed his dad, too.
Glenn, you have to hurry. The noise could distract the herd right off the road. Talk to me. We're here.
Sounds like a lot.
We need it quiet. So what's the plan?
Take them out, a few at a time.
Why is Glenn still on runs with him, though?
I guess they amended, huh?
Like, learn your lesson.
Nicholas, shut the door. You let one or two out, and then you close it. You keep doing that. That's a trick. That's how we control it. Heath?
Wait, what if he can't close it?
I'll be able to. We take them on.
Take him on.
If we get into trouble, we go behind the building, into the woods, we draw them away.
Hey, you've been out on runs since he got here. He knows what he's doing. Me and Aiden, we didn't. This was supposed to be a dress rehearsal.
I'm supposed to be delivering pizzas, man. Dale's leading them this way. That noise is gonna pull the herd right off the road, and then we have serious trouble. We have to do this.
Yeah.
Okay? On three. Ready?
Why would you put Nicholas in charge of the door? Use the other guy.
Yeah, you done seen what he can do with the door.
Aw.
My team, we saw it early on. Back when we were on one of those first scouts, finding out what was around here. There was a camp at the bottom. The people there must have blocked the exits with one of those trucks back when everything started to go bad. They didn't make it. They were all roamers. Maybe a dozen of them.
No one's been back since?
DC, every town worth scavenging, they're all in the other direction. And I never really felt like having a picnic next to the camp that ate itself.
So all the while, the walkers have been drawn by the sound. And they're making more sound, and they're drawing more in.
And here we are. Now what I'm proposing, I know it sounds risky, but walkers are already slipping through the exits. One of the trucks keeping the walkers in could go off the edge any day now. Maybe after one more hard rain. That exit sends them east. All of them. Right at us. This isn't about if it gives, it's when. It's gonna happen. That's why we have to do this soon.
This is, I don't even have another word for it. This is terrifying. All of it.
Well
But
said,
it doesn't
Casserole
sound like
Carol.
there's any other way.
Maybe there is. Couldn't we just build up the weak spots? Yeah, I could draw up plans. I worked on the wall with Reg, construction crew. We can try and make it safe.
Even if we could, the sound of those walkers is drawing more and more every day. Building up the exits won't change that.
We're gonna do what Rick says. The plan he's laid out.
Okay.
I told you all, we're gonna have Daryl leading them away.
Me too. I'll take a car right next to him. Can't just be him. I'll keep him coming. Daryl keeps him from getting sloppy.
I'll go with her. It's a long way to white knuckle it solo.
We'll have 2 teams. One on each side of the forest helping manage this thing. We're gonna have a few people on watch from now on. Rosita, Spencer, and Holly. So they're out. So who's in?
Me.
You should keep an eye on her. Keep going with the plan she talked about.
I know, but this is important.
Yeah, she's important. People are scared. They need to see her come back.
That's not the only reason.
I'm in.
I'd like to help as well.
No. Who else? We need more.
There's got to be another play. You know, we can't just control that many.
I said it before. Walkers herd up. They'll follow a path if something's drawing them. That's how we can get them all at once.
So what? We're supposed to just take your word for it. We're all supposed to just fall in line behind you after...
After what, bitch?
After what?
After
Yeah.
you wave a gun around, screaming, pointing it at people. After you shoot a man in the face. After you...
Enough!
I'll do it.
Me too.
Whatever you need. I'm in.
Now who else?
I'll go. We have to do this. I need to help.
Sure you can handle it?
You need people.
We'll make this work.
I would
We'll
take
keep this
Carl over
place
him.
safe. Keep our families safe. We will.
The plan. Go through it again. Man, you just said it. Every part again. The exact plan.
I mean, I don't blame that guy for being skeptical, but you can't just sit around and wait forever. Yeah. Where did they get helium for those balloons?
I wondered that when that little boy had it. I was
and
like,
Redding. We force them west here.
How?
We block it off so they can only go one way, west, away from the community.
Block it off with what?
Cars. We'll use the RVs, some of the bigger trucks, park them in the end.
We'll be drawing them away. They're gonna keep moving.
Yeah, but that many? Just bouncing off some sedans? And then when they start slipping through, and the ones that walk away start distracting the rest, and you stop drawing them away.
Man's got a point.
We got plates. The big-ass metal ones from the construction site. We could use them to fortify the whip wall. It'd help disperse the force of impact and direct the walkers clean, like a pool table, 8-ball corner pocket.
That's an army out there. And what happens when this doesn't hold? And they push on through. The curve in this hillside is going to send them right back east, right back here. You seriously want to risk that?
No.
So you need to help us to make it hold.
These walls, you build them, so you've already done the impossible.
Carter, please.
The only thing about those walls is they're braced on the wrong side, are they not? Because the braces are on the outside. Not right here, but around the city.
I love how they're just taking them like on a little tour. I'm just glad they're not like the Last of Us ones.
Yeah, because they had to ran right through that wall.
Yeah. What's that called?
Postal diggers?
Nice.
Hey, what you said before about us needing to take care of ourselves, going out finding more people. That is taking care of ourselves. Your call, though. Thanks.
Yeah, I can come with all of you. You and Daryl have been teaching me how to shoot.
I think you got the hang of it. You should stay back. Get a feel for how people feel now. We still got a long way to go with them.
We'll get there. She's in charge. You're in charge now.
There's something like a dozen in there. We stay back, we get on opposite ends, we draw them to each of us. You get back, and you stay back. If things go south, you tell Rick, and you draw them away. Just move back.
He got Noah killed.
He did more than that. He lured Glenn into the woods and tried to kill him.
What the hell?
Glenn told me
Did
I
I
could tell
do
everyone
that?
if that's what I wanted to do. Could get Nicholas exiled. He'd die out there. Could have done that. You could do that now.
He got Noah killed and he tried to kill Glenn.
Glenn saves people. Even people like that. I couldn't accept it either. But then I thought about you. How we were on different sides of that fence on the worst day of my life.
True.
And now you're one of the most important people in the world to me.
Aww.
Things can get better. We can make them better. You tell me what you want to do.
I'm just gonna follow your lead.
Okay.
Oh, that was so sweet. I always wanted to know what that thing was called. I thought it was called a clam.
A clam. The postal diggers?
Since you're doing this thing,
You ever use them?
One day I did.
Still coming.
I think
Man, back up. Back
need
up.
to reload or something. God. Whew. Oh no!
Get it. Let's go.
So Glenn's bossing his ass now.
Yeah. So that guy's name's Dean. Is that what I heard?
The new guy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's Carol, right?
Yeah,
You been with Rick long?
since Atlanta.
And were you a cop too?
Why would you think that?
You're always watching. You always, you seem ready.
For what?
To handle things.
Aren't you sweet?
No, I just make casseroles.
Yeah, I don't blow shit up.
I didn't destroy the whole city of Terminus or whatever it was.
You got some looky loos.
She said.
Taking a little constitutional off the shoulder.
You waka fuck at him.
Rod
You want
Day.
to have Daryl circle back?
No.
Now, Rick, that's my mom.
Catch up.
Idiot. They needed that techno music.
Look at me. You didn't see Reg the night he got it? That was a mess. And Pete, his face just blowing up like Pompeii right when we were cheek to cheek. I still think I got some of his brains in my ear. Hey, look at that. All right. Everything is aces again.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm just grabbing the bull by the nutsack. I'm living, darling. Just like you.
Hell yeah, that's what I always say. You gotta go in there, you gotta get that bull.
They're trusting the reliability of these cars, which is to me is like,
I haven't had a chance to say it yet, but I'm sorry about Reg. He was smart and kind. He was a good man. It was the right call. We need this.
What else? You need to tell me.
People need to be armed inside the wall. They need to be trained. Everyone. Stop. Here they come. Carter, heads up.
Oh, she's barking. She's like,
Use your shovels. The guns will draw more. Help us!
help
You
us.
can do this. You need to.
That one's gun on a toga.
Logan, go!
Little demo. Show off.
You said you don't take chances anymore.
I hate his face. He's always like,
It was like Mushu.
yeah.
Priest said about him, about these people. He was right. How many more of us have to die before we do something? Because pretty soon it's going to be too late.
Carter, you need to be really careful here. You're talking about us going to Deanna and telling
No,
her.
I'm not talking about talking some more. About meetings. I'm not talking about that. Plain and simple, we kill him before he kills us.
Oh,
He heard.
I didn't. I mean,
Carter?
didn't.
He heard.
Carter, don't. You can't.
oh my gosh.
What the hell's going on?
What are you doing?
I'm taking this place back from you.
That's what you were talking about in here?
That's what he was talking about.
See, I would have set up some lookouts. That would have been the smart thing. You know, if I happened to... You really think you're gonna take this community from us? From Glenn? From Michonne? From Daryl? From me? Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
It was just me. Just kill me.
Right. I'm good.
Now take his gun.
You can try to work with us. You can try to survive. Would you do that?
Yeah, he can't even kill a walker, and he wants to try to take the town. But he was about to shoot Eugene. Like, how? You know, you're no better than Rick.
The other people were like, he said it by himself.
Yeah, they started singing like Adele, didn't they?
You were right. Everyone,
You better do that to Eugene.
we need to finish this. We have to keep moving and fan out down that thing, front to back. Like we said, cops at a parade. Glenn, you take the back. You got the other walkie. Got it. If they get sloppy, we fire our weapons, pull them back on track.
I'll hit the front.
Okay, one after the other.
I kind of can't believe there's a glasses character now because I feel like that would be tough.
It would suck if you lost your glasses.
Because then you'd have to like find someone and hope that it's your prescription.
Yeah.
And then also walker blood.
I'm surprised there's no walkers with glasses on.
Dude.
Hey man, stop all that screaming. You're messing the plans up.
You see?
Tobin, they're breaking off. What do you want us to do? Fire your guns and draw them back.
I feel like if I was running and a walker grabbed me looking like that, it'd rip his fingers off trying to get me. That man got snatched up.
Yeah.
Hope you don't mind.
Is that a different
enjoy
baby?
the evening a little, and I don't have a porch over there, so
Get your stuff. You should stay with us. Over here.
you got room?
We'll make it. We don't need to do that anymore. I know you, Morgan, even if this is the first time. You want to hold her?
Hi.
Easy, Morgan. She's an ass kicker.
Hey. You with that man Carter in the armory. That's you. You still the same man I met in King County, the one that came back and told me it wasn't over. That was you. Same you that's right in front of me right now.
I wanted to kill him so it would be easier. So I wouldn't have to worry about how he could screw up. But what stupid thing he'd do next, because that's who he is. Just somebody who shouldn't be alive now. I wanted to kill him, but all that hit me, and I realized I didn't have to do it. He doesn't get it. Somebody like that, they're gonna die no matter what. Be quiet.
Oh my god.
Gotta be quiet.
Oh my god. I mean, he
He's a
got
goner.
bit. Man, Morgan's playing good angel over his shoulder.
I know. Making Rick feel like shit, ain't he?
It's Carter. He got bit right in the face. I stopped him. We have a good hour until we have him to green when we hand him off to Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham. Why don't you head back? Tell everyone what's happening that you know.
Okay, Rick.
Will you do that for me? I'll take care of that one. Michelle, you take point.
I know it's how it is. I do.
I do too.
Hey, I was just getting more flares for tomorrow. I know I haven't. I just thought it might be best if I let things be for a while.
Ron told me what happened.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. He shouldn't have been out there.
No, he shouldn't have. But you can't talk to him like that. You can't touch him.
Ron needed to hear every word I said. That's why I grabbed him. I wasn't angry. I was just telling him the truth.
If it's coming from you, he can't hear it. You gotta understand that.
He needs to know how to handle himself. I can teach him. I can teach
Rick?
you. You need to know how.
Rick, when I found out we could have them, I asked Rosita to start showing me how. Okay, she's gonna teach me, and I'm gonna teach Ron, and I'm gonna teach Sam. Like, I heard what you were saying to us at the meeting and at my house before. I am gonna fight, Rick.
So Rick's on the outs with her.
Well, I mean, he did shoot her like baby daddy.
Yeah.
And husband.
This is the finish line. When we make it to green, we fall back. The ditches and ridges will keep them on the road. We head home, let Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham take them the rest of the way, 20 miles more. All right, let's go.
Got a question for you. You doing this because you want to die?
No.
Yeah, because you'd have to let him know that.
Right.
We're gonna take them right past here. Well, that noise could distract them. We'll clear it on our way back tonight. You don't want any surprises tomorrow.
What you've done, you're gonna sit with it a while. Because I don't want you out here tomorrow. You're not ready. You will be. Sometime soon I'll make sure of it. And then you start to make it right.
Thank you.
Help me, I'm stuck under this tractor.
How'd she get stuck under there?
I don't know.
I know this sounds insane, but this is an insane world. We have to come for them before they come for us. It's that simple.
Ooh, those chompers.
What is that?
Uh-huh.
What the hell has happened? That's a horn or something. He's pulling the back half off the road.
Whatever that is, it's far. It sounds like it's coming from
home.
Did he say home?
Is that not what he said?
Or the hole?
I think he said home. Yeah, Alexandria.
Someone's sabotaging.
All right, guys, what a crazy start to the season. Basically, man, there all those walkers basically piled up because the more walkers that got stuck down there, the more they were making noise, right? And so that's a crazy concept. So inevitably, eventually so many walkers would have came that they would have started stepping on each other at some point, right? At that
and like
quarry.
building up.
Right. And then so Rick happens to see it one day when he's out trying to bury that dude's dad, right? I forget his name.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete. So he's trying to bury Pete and he comes across the biggest freaking problem in the world.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because there's like a whole neighborhood near you.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah.
these things are eventually going to get past those trucks. And if they get past the trucks, like in mass, then they're going to swamp the town, basically.
Mhm.
And so that's why these walkers have been coming up one at a time, because one will escape, another will escape. And remember, like in the beginning when the truck fell off the side and stuff, I thought that was nuts. I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we got a little of the backstory also. But what a crazy problem. But now there's a horn going off in Alexandria and all the walkers are headed there. So that's about to be nuts.
I think it's the W people.
You think so?
I think they might have breached the walls or someone's sabotaging from within.
I don't know who would be doing that though. All right, let's find out. All right, guys, episode 2, JSS.
Or
just. All right, guys, episode 2, JSS.
Or
just.
It says the ignition switch fuse is found at location number 27.
All right, 27. I need to know where that is.
Mom, Dad, we gotta go.
Come on.
We see him. Just need to find a fuse so we can start the car. Almost got it, honey. Location 6, that's turn signal lamps and stop lamps.
All right, we can live without turn signals.
Oh my God. I wonder what that means.
Just stab something? I don't know.
Oh no. That one was napping? You might be right.
I hate to say it, but I have to eat that damn turtle.
No, that's a friend. That's a friend right there.
Nah, it'll just slow you down.
Man, I'm sorry. That would have been my companion.
that means.
That's sad that she's an orphan. I didn't know that.
You didn't get that vibe?
No.
I mean,
maybe she did say that at the beginning. She lost her parents, but
I didn't know it for sure, but I just assumed she did for some reason. She just has the whole I'm lost and wandering through the woods by myself and no one's looking for me vibe.
Yeah.
Celery soup. It's been here since the start. You're very brave.
Well, I'm hoping the paprika will mask the soup's celeriness.
Then you'd be stuck with something that tastes like paprika.
No, thank you. Well, I just figured since we're running low on staples, I'd try to use a few things nobody seems to want.
Staples.
I used to make Ed these spring cleaning casseroles just to empty the pantry. I made some miracles happen with water chestnuts.
Talk about miracles. That recipe for cola canned ham. Miss Peltier, you are an honest-to-goodness hero.
Why do I feel like you want to be in there hanging out?
Something wrong?
That would be my job.
It's just those old noodles. I mean, I tell ya, if someone would just find me one of those machines, I swear we would all be eating like we were on a tour of Tuscany.
You know, Shell, I could teach you how to make pasta with your own two hands. But you'd have to promise not to smoke in the house. It's just a disgusting habit, and it kills you. If you ask me, there are too many things trying to do that already. Right?
Right.
Your dad used to hit you, and then he got himself killed. It happened. Now it's done. You live with it, or it eats you up. Go home.
God dang.
That little boy's going to be looking at some flowers by the end of the season.
Ron, can you come down here?
No.
Ron,
No, I don't want a haircut.
look, I just gave myself one. All right, it's all set up. Don't make me do it again next week. Just take off your hat.
This is bullshit.
What did you...
This is just you trying to talk to me.
There are things we need to talk about. There are things that you need to learn.
What, are you serious?
What is it? Do you blame me? Huh? Do you actually blame me? Raise your left arm above your head. You can't. Tell me why.
No.
Your father was dangerous.
Rick is dangerous.
He doesn't have anything to do with this.
Was he your friend?
He's my friend.
He's being a beanie baby. I mean, I don't blame him. I'd be pissed too.
We got some panels
You
to
know.
put up, but we don't have to wait to start growing things. There'll be some sore backs and tired feet. That's how you know you put in a hard day's work.
Herschel.
They found crates of these at a nursery just a few miles out. Tomatoes, carrots, you name it. Can plant them right here. Just need to finish the expansion. And the wall needs to go up. Reg wanted this community to grow. You did too. Has that changed? Everyone that's here is here because of you. You need to show them you're still here.
So let's grow some cute.
It hams my biscuits is all. Going by cubic feet, the biggest building in the expansion, we're gonna waste it on a church. Take out the benches, that could be a lab, a machine shop, very least a sweet-ass game room. Walden real estate is at a premium here. Thumpers just shouldn't get dibs.
Well, maybe we share the church. Do all that stuff on different days. Ham's my biscuits.
Ham's my biscuits. That's all I heard. I mean, I have no idea what you said after that.
Going by cubic feet, the biggest...
Is she on Severance?
Are you okay, Dana?
It's Denise.
Denise, I'm sorry.
I'm okay. I'm the new doctor now. What's the aspirin for?
You're a doctor.
Are you? I'm sorry. I heard that story.
Fair play.
Listen, I'm a little nervous here. I'm a psychiatrist. I went to med school. I was even going to be a surgeon, but after the panic attacks, I got really interested in psychology. And I think I'm really trying to lower expectations here.
Can you do this?
Eugene, shut up. She can do this.
I'm all this town's got. Pete didn't want me here, but I'm here now, and I only kind of want to throw up.
She's a big nervous
So why
ball of
the
energy, ain't
aspirin?
she?
That's why she reminds me of the girl
Eugene
from
and I were
Severance.
working on a platform for another guard
Dylan's
tower.
wife.
I got a little dizzy, you know, still got headaches.
Sit down, I'll take a look. You're my first patient, and with that symptom, I'm pretty sure I can't kill you.
I mean, it is possible if you miss like a hematoma or something.
Now he's going to be jealous.
Carl?
What?
You heard what I told Deanna about your group.
What do you want?
It was about me, not you, or your group. I know that now. I want to help. You tried to teach me back at my church, but I'm ready to learn now.
I think you need to tell everybody.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Come by around 3. We'll start with a machete.
I wouldn't teach that snake how to use a weapon. He's just going to use it against you. He's like, come here, girl. Got you, girl.
Carl's gonna look in Panic at the Disco, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got a little Fall Out Boy action going on, don't he? She's doing the right thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Was that for real?
Who is this?
Is that for real though?
Yeah, that was for real. You think Carol's hallucinating?
Richard! What's going on in there?
Whoa!
Dang, she never got her pasta machine.
That'd be a crazy way to kill someone. Just throw a Molotov on him? Or a Molotov? Damn it, I did it again.
I saw them upstairs. They're coming in from all over.
We have to stay here and keep Judith safe.
Oh, Carol's about to go bust some ass, ain't she?
They're about to show her what's up.
I have to go find Ron.
Oh, please don't go.
I'm gonna be right back, okay? You go put yourself in the closet and you close the latch just like I showed you.
Honestly, good thing they have that. Just saying.
What, that latch? That latch ain't gonna do nothing.
Ooh. Who are these barbarians?
Hi.
Why didn't you just knock?
I have these. Didn't want them to have them. And I wanted to say goodbye.
Okay, watch the back door. Tell me if you see him coming.
I'm not staying.
You're not going anywhere. Sit down. You're helping me protect Judith.
Man, she is way too calm. She's like dead inside.
Did you see him?
They're just people. This place is too big to protect. There are too many blind spots. That's how we were able to.
They got in the walls. They're gonna die. All of them. Don't tell me goodbye.
Okay. I won't.
She's just gonna leave without saying goodbye? That's the vibe I got.
What did she say? That's how we were able to what? Like, that was confusing.
Sneak in and out.
Oh, true. Oh, it's the W's crazies. I think they're on meth or something.
No!
Man.
Carol done hooked her up to the Matrix. I guess the whole idea is they're too soft and they don't know how to shoot and stuff. Man, don't hit them with the gun.
There's probably a bunch of walkers in there.
That's what that freaking noise was. Whoa!
Holly! We need the operating table prep. She's lost a lot of blood. Come on, come on, come on. How many people are there?
I don't know. There's a lot.
Rosita, you know how to stick an IV? Come on in.
What about the air horn? What's happening?
I don't know. I need to try.
Yeah.
I know.
Denise, I'm gonna have to go too.
Oh no.
So do I. You got dizzy swinging a hammer. Somebody's got to guard this place.
You can handle it. I know you can.
I also believe my services would be best rendered right very here.
What?
I also believe my services would
Shut
be...
up! You're safe here. Come on.
A walker was driving that thing?
I think he turned. I think he died on impact and turned into a walker.
I was about to say.
What happened?
Someone, a group, they got inside the walls. They're killing people.
We need to get in there. You coming? Hide.
Oh, there they go doing that stuff.
I'm gonna chop your wood.
Quick. Slow. Leave. Please. Gonna be slow.
Carol.
Is that Carol?
Stopped him.
The others back?
No. It's happening out there.
They're doing it now?
We had to.
These people don't have guns.
Oh, she's trying to blend in.
Stopped him.
If they had guns, they'd be using them.
Did you hear me?
We have to get to the armory before they do. If we keep moving, this might work.
You don't have to kill people.
Of course we do.
Carol, you don't like it.
We're gonna get to the armory, and I need your help.
Mom! So he was just gonna duel with that guy and not kill him?
Yeah, but hand me one M16, I'll take on that whole group.
I can't go in there. I don't have a gun. I don't know how to fight. If I go inside, I'll just be another person who's got to be saved. Best thing that I can do for everyone there is to stay out here.
Yeah, I bet.
Keep her safe.
I will.
She's bleeding internally. Probably severed her femoral artery. She's dying.
Okay, so the artery severed. Can it be fixed?
Maybe by a surgeon.
You were gonna be a surgeon.
But I'm not.
She was protecting this place. She was guarding us. That's why we're here, for each other. You're afraid? I don't care. Help her.
You don't want to be a coward.
I need an abdominal binder. We're gonna pull the knife.
Okay.
Well, thank God. Like, Jesus. Run, kid!
Please, man, please. Please don't kill me,
Man,
please.
Help
me, please, my leg.
Man, why would you even hesitate?
Come inside. I can keep you safe. No. Run.
He's like, what's my girl doing in there? Oh no.
I wouldn't have gotten the closet. I'd have stood at the top of the stairs.
Stay outside, run!
Bunch of damn wildlings, ain't it? From north of the wall.
Good thing she only had to deal with a girl, though.
Yeah. When they take one last stab and everyone's like, I'm just like, she's already dead. Who cares? Stab her some more. I mean, you know what? Who cares?
Good catch, Evan.
The damage is done.
Look, he said good catch.
Come on. Leave
Leave
him.
him.
No.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Ethan, where'd you get the gun?
Oh, it was bothering you.
Yeah, that's why I said leave him. Oh! Run, run! Yeah, what you gonna do?
Why you want him to run?
I don't know. Cause she's scary. That woman ain't playing.
Carol is wild.
Please don't kill me.
Anybody else down here?
No, I'm the only one.
Yeah, I start grabbing guns.
Come here. You barricade that door behind me once I leave. Do you know how to shoot a gun? Stand here. Finger here. Aim there. When the gun comes through that door, you squeeze and you don't stop until they're on the ground.
From a cheesemaker.
A cheesemaker?
We're freeing you. You're trapped.
You need to know, people don't belong here anymore.
Carol? Maggie!
Do they have like some cult vibes? You heard that?
Yeah.
I'm not very good with guns.
Me neither.
Now you got dual pistols. Let's go.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit LT and RT. You know what I mean? Well, let's go, Aaron.
Now these people are brutal. You know what I'm saying? Sparing them is like sparing a bear or something, like
Right.
like a rabid bear.
But I mean, it's easy to say that, but in this world, it'd be really easy to get very like ideological, especially if you think it's all like a test.
You live here.
Oh my gosh.
Leave. People have guns. Yours don't. They may be aiming right at you right now. Eyes are the scopes, fingers on the trigger. Boom. It's gonna happen any second now unless you get the hell out of here and you don't ever come back. You keep choosing this life, you will die.
We didn't choose.
No, he didn't. Oh, he was calling them? I thought he just had them. That's the thing, Morgan. They'll be back.
Yeah, with numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it, Carol.
Just to light one up for the one time.
Is that Eric's bag or something?
I think it's his pack, isn't it? With the applesauce in it? Yeah. So he's gonna feel guilty because he's gonna feel like he led them there.
Come on, Holly.
That might be the girl off Severance. The more I look at her, the more she sort of looks like her.
Denise, you tried. You are a doctor.
Just go see if it's over out there, and if, please go, all of you.
Okay, but I just
couldn't go.
All I was gonna say is make sure you get her brain.
What happened today? That's what it's like out there.
Pretty much.
How do you just live knowing that's the world?
This group, Abraham in this place, make sure you got something we're dying for.
That was their friend.
We're still here.
Not all of us.
See, if everyone was armed inside the walls, they'd have ran up in there and been like, Enid? See, she left without saying goodbye.
Just survive somehow?
She should have capitalized the J.
Did that happen quick?
He did all that while he was cooking. Didn't even burn it. It's ironic how they're called the wolves and all these people are a bunch of sheep.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's the one too that was messing with him.
Yeah. No! What if they're like, hey! You know, because they knew each other.
You should have. I'm sorry.
Hey, I would keep him alive and then I'd tie his ass up and ask him a few questions.
Figure out some information.
Yeah.
Because we really do need information on them.
Well, where's your wolf den? You know what I mean?
What a day.
Kind of hope they have a pressure washer.
And Rick wasn't even there. Isn't that kind of crazy?
All right, guys. What a crazy start to season 6, babe. What'd you think about that?
I thought it was insane. It went from that horde of walkers sitting in the rocks and the quarry and stuff.
Quarry, yep.
And then the dang savages coming in through the gates.
Right. Basically, the group's battling two fronts right now. And they sort of got wiped out by all the, I guess, the wolves, you know? And now what they don't realize is there's a whole horde of walkers coming towards them.
And I just felt like it was good timing because they didn't know that they were going to go do that unless they've been spying on them.
Yeah. Do you think maybe they were spying on them?
I mean, you might have had to.
Right. So, yeah, that's an interesting idea. I didn't even think about that. I just thought seawall, breach wall, kill people. But, I mean, they've been running around gathering information. I mean, they obviously went in with a plan. So, I guess on some level they were.
Or it was just good timing. They just picked the right day.
Right. So, guys, basically, you know, I'm going to reiterate the first episode. All the walkers were down in the quarry. That's obviously a problem. There's so much buildup. And eventually the levee's going to break, you know, on that dam. And the town's going to get flooded, right? And as I pointed out before, the walls are braced from the wrong side. They're braced from the outside in. So they look like this. So if they push on the wall, they're going to fall inside the town. So that's sort of a problem, right? And then, so obviously the team, they come up with a brilliant idea to try to fix that. Well, they're going to basically wait until the truck falls over because they knew it was a matter of time till it fell. And then they're gonna like build a wall, and it's gonna be the same concept of like, a ball hitting off the side of a pool table. Mm-hmm. They're just gonna bounce off and keep going, right?
Yeah.
And they were definitely bouncing. They were like, whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah,
they were bouncing hard.
Some of them even died from. Well, they're already dead, but
that just goes to show how soft their heads are. Yeah, like watermelons.
Yeah, and then other ones were just walking over it, crushing them. So
right.
Weird.
That part was nuts. And then basically everything's going to plan, good job on Rick, except one problem, man. The wolves decide to invade the town. That guy runs into the wall. I guess he wasn't wearing a seatbelt or an airbag didn't deploy because this man smacked his head and I guess he died.
Well, no, Spencer shot them.
Oh, he died by a bullet?
Yeah, I just don't think it was a bullet to the head because he turned into a walker.
Yeah, he hit him in the chest maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. So yeah, then he died, and that set off the alarm. So all the walkers are headed towards Alexandria now, which blows. And one of the big debates in the show is, do we allow the population to be armed or do we not?
Right.
Right.
And I personally think that you should, because I think everyone, like, how Rick at the beginning wanted to teach everybody at the farm, and Herschel was like, nah, I'm not about it. Yeah. Well, I think they kind of need to do that because, like you see, they were not ready for an attack. They literally just got slayed.
Well, because she didn't realize that was possible.
Yeah.
She never lived through that.
No one realized that was possible. Right. And I think that was eye-opening, and maybe everyone should get a gun now because now all these walkers are headed their way.
Maybe it's just because I've been watching the show for a long time, but I feel like anybody with a brain would realize that's possible. I mean, if the world, even if it wasn't the apocalypse, even if it was just like, we were in like a civil war or something, I would be extremely skeptical of everyone I came across. Mm-hmm. Right. And so in this world, it's kind of hard for me to imagine not being that way, but I feel like the debate's settled, man. You have to arm the populace. And the reason I say that is because if those guys would have ran in and everyone would have just been like, whoosh, dude, they would have been like,
yeah, they've been like, all right, all right.
You know what I'm saying? It would have just been over.
Yeah.
The idea that someone could run up on you with an axe and survive. I mean, even if you have like a little Smith & Wesson 22, like, you ain't getting near me if I got that. You know what I mean? Even
they all need some type of combat training.
Even if I had like a little Glock 9, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you got machetes, swords, flamethrower. Like, I'm so sorry, you're not getting near me with that. And maybe it's because I can aim. You know what I mean? Like, I can even aim with a slingshot. Back me
that
up.
Is true.
That
is true.
Well, I can hit something this big. I can bing. Yeah. So even like having a slingshot would be better than not having anything in this world.
I mean, I just think, and the more I've watched this show, the more I'm truly believing that everyone needs combat training of some type. Right. Because at first I was like, no, I don't really think Carl should. Now I'm like, remember when he was like a little Todd?
Yeah.
Like he was a little.
I was on the side of hell yeah, train him up.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in the town needed to be trained up.
Yeah.
And Father Gabriel realized that, and he was about to like later on in the day. Then that happens.
This might get on you guys' nerves, but I don't trust to even train him. Like he's all like, I saw I was wrong. I noticed my mistake. I don't trust him. I think he's mentally unstable. Like I think there's something wrong with him.
He might be, but I feel like if he's gonna live in your town, let's train him for some combat.
Well, that's just the thing. I don't think he'd be living in my town. I think I'd have to exile him. I'm just playing, man. That's awfully harsh, but I just would never be able to trust him personally. And I mean, I know I'm not like the king of the world.
Well, after he did that, yeah, he's done. That was pretty messed up.
And not only that, he went crazy. I mean, he's already went crazy on some of our characters.
But with that same philosophy, Glenn shouldn't have trusted Nicholas.
Yeah, and I understand that it all worked out in the end, so I'm glad that he did. But in real life, that man tried to dome you.
And
bro.
In that same philosophy, they shouldn't have trusted Tara.
Like, do I really think that? Well, Tara was different because she was sitting there like crying. Like, I mean, it's kind of obvious that she was just a young girl.
Like, but remember, the governor was like, "Let's go take the prison." And she was like, "Yeah," at the beginning. And then so when she got there, she realized, "Oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't do this." But she didn't know any better. Just like some people just don't know any better.
Yeah, but she didn't know any better. But it was obvious that she was not really a threat to anyone. I mean, she just looked. Like I said, she was just crying. She was unarmed, basically. But I don't know, man. I just but I feel like you just have to arm the people at this point, whatever people are left.
Yeah.
I feel like this attack was a really good way of killing off a lot of these extra characters that were on the payroll. You know what I mean?
And on top of now, everyone should get a gun. And we should not argue that any longer.
Right. And as far as I'm concerned, the wolves only have one gun because that one guy ran off, took the gun.
Yeah, which is annoying, but hopefully he only has like 2 bullets.
Yeah. If I was that guy, I'd have grabbed that gun. I definitely would have shot Morgan. But for some reason, he decided to like run off. I don't really
And
get
spare
that.
him, yeah.
Yeah, that part was kind of
Because
weird.
he gave him a quick speech. He like whooped all their butts and then gave him a speech and he said, all right, take the gun though.
Their goal was definitely more than just to take the town, right? They
No,
were
it
sitting there
was to like dismember everybody. And
it's
be
like they were like
crazy.
trying to commit acts of terrorism. Or
Literally, that's what happened to Noah's family.
something. Right. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And they didn't take that town or anything. You know, they didn't try to take it.
They just did
killed
it
everyone.
and left. Yeah.
Right.
So it just shows that they have something crazy going on. They don't really value resources or they're not trying to take it for territorial things. They're trying to do it just to be like bad people.
They're like a death cult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that I don't understand, maybe they feel like the devil's done got domain over the world, so they're just trying to worship the devil.
Well, remember the guy said something strange. I forgot. The guy that when they hit him in the head.
Carol shot him?
Yeah. He was saying something about we don't belong in this or you don't belong in this world or something. It just sounded very culty and like someone's been preaching that to him over and over.
Yeah.
So there's someone like ahead of that somewhere.
Right. How do you feel about Morgan being all, I'm going to beat the hell out of you with my stick, but I'm not going to kill you?
I think that, you know, that's a good moral thing to have. Like there's good morals in that. But in this world, it's just dangerous because every person who he's probably going to do that to is probably going to come back for him or them.
I'm so sorry. If you invade my town and start chopping my people's arms and legs off and laughing while you do it,
you got to get killed.
I don't think there's anything moral about letting you live. Like, if I don't kill you, you're just going to go kill like another innocent person.
Right. But I do know that this show always has to have someone who has a moral compass.
Yeah, always.
And that's why Morgan came.
I feel like Morgan is battling with the idea that maybe it's all a test. Maybe the actions that he takes in this world is going to determine his fate in the next or something like that. Because it has to be something.
Because he'll
like that,
kill
right?
a walker for show.
Right.
But he won't do it to a person. And that to me just shows that he's morally like whatever. But it also shows me that he could die pretty soon.
I think a lot of people just really, really, really don't like the idea of like, survival of the fittest. When you really get down to like brass tacks, you start to realize like you either kill or you be killed, right? Like that's the new rule of the world. And a lot of people really don't like that. And so they try to like control it. But the reality is beyond their control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like he's just one of those characters.
Well, I feel like, you know, a lot of people who are in the show are in it for Rick. And I feel like Morgan is in it for Rick because Rick's like the main character. And every person that Rick like has a close relationship with, they affect like his moral compass. And Morgan's just like bringing back like kind of the Herschel in him.
Yeah, because he's been Murder Jacket Rick for a minute.
Yeah. So I feel like, you know, and even Bob said that thing like, don't lose yourself, blah, blah, blah. Like that. I feel like that's what the show really is. Like it's a lot of it is The Walking Dead, sure, but a lot of it is like Rick and how he is dealing with all these like different type of things coming at him.
I feel like as long as your aim is to like self-preserve, then I don't really have too much of a problem with the immoral choices that you have to make. Like if your town's hungry, so you decide, okay, we're going to go find another town, invade them, kill them, and steal their stuff, that would be problematic.
Yeah.
But if your whole entire goal is to just live peacefully in Alexandria and, you know, no one should, you know, as long as you're going to protect the town by any means necessary, I don't really see a problem with any of it.
Right. I don't either, but obviously that's not what Morgan sees.
Right. I mean, the showrunners constantly keep the same themes going over and over again. I mean, it's a good formula. Why change it? But I mean, yeah, I get that. Maybe remember when we saw Morgan, he was all hid up in that building and he was basically unrecognizable. He was like catatonic in a way. Maybe he had done so much killing and he had done so much anger and murder and he, you know, he's just done all that and it really broke him mentally. And so maybe the only thing that allows him to go forward in this world is to have some type of moral code for himself. You know what I mean? So maybe that's just his own way of like, maybe that's his therapy or something.
I definitely think so. Because, you know, he was really lost when we saw him in that thing.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
And I love Morgan, guys. Don't get me wrong. But that bow staff just ain't tough to me. Like, I feel like there's so many options in this world.
I think it's cool.
I mean, I get it only because, like, he's trying to, you know, he's trying to, like, bust people upside their head and not kill them. And, you know, it's a little harder to do that with a sword. And I get that. But I feel like if that's my dude, you know what I mean? That's the guy who has to have my back. I'm like, bro, please take this assault rifle, man. Please.
No, but I think it's cool because it kind of reminds me of Michonne's, like how Michonne can like kill a bunch of walkers at once.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like with the bow staff, you could do that too because walkers have squishy heads.
I feel like Morgan's giving me some Star Wars action or something going on. Like, I feel like he thinks he's some type of like samurai or something.
You know when Oberyn Martell was fighting, who was it? The Mountain?
The Mountain.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't
Yeah.
it? He's all shook. Yeah. Even the way he holds it, like he's got so
He's
much
like-
swag with it. He's like,
And like someone will just like think about walking up on him and he's like,
like imagine walking up, and I know that a bow staff is like a real weapon, but imagine there's 6 of you and you can't beat up one dude with a bow staff. You know what I mean? They always come at him one at a time.
see, Kenny's over here like,
Yeah, I had this friend named Kenny, and basically, and I love Kenny, right? I'm not trying to say he's not my friend. I'm just trying to let you understand what the relationship was like. He was like a cool kid, but he was still a kid in a way. He was like 19 when I met him, and I was older. I was like 28, 29 or something. Worked for her, and anyways, one day he like makes hints that he wants to come over and like hang out with us and stuff, you know. And so I'm like, all right, Kenny, why don't you come over one day, man? We'll eat some pizza, you know. And I went and I picked him up. I brought him over. This man brings me a broomstick, and we're in the backyard for like maybe an hour straight. And he's teaching me how to do bow staff moves. And he's actually really good at it.
Was he
Like,
really?
Yeah, like he can do the thing where he's like flipping it. Like I forgot how to do it, but he can make it go like a freaking anime character, right? And then next thing you know, it's the middle of the summer. This thunderstorm pulls up, and I'm talking, dude, it is nasty. Like the nastiest thunderstorm you could possibly picture, right? It's like there's lightning and the wind's blowing so hard that my grill's about to come off the porch. And then next thing you know, I'm inside and I'm like, Kenny, get inside. And this man's just out there in the wind, like he looked like
so he was just doing it like
he was
forever?
doing it in the storm. Like he was like getting off on.
What
just
if he
like,
was summoning the storm?
That's what I think the stick spinning around was making the clouds roll in.
Yeah.
But I was like, Kenny, please get inside. I don't want you to walk around my house wet. But he was out there just like he was like I was like, what the hell? He was getting it, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Crazy story. But every time I see this man with the bow staff, it just reminds me of Kenny.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
why if you heard us made that joke, it's because we know someone that.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Crazy start to the season, man. I just feel like the ultimate realization that I'm having is everyone just needs to arm up. Everyone needs to stop being so ideological, you know? I mean, if you want to like keep your religion, that's fine. Like if you know, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like all these different like perspectives, like, oh, we need guns, we don't need guns. People need to get very practical in this world. Like I feel like not being a practical person is a luxury, and it's the luxury of the privileged. And these people are extremely privileged, so they have time to sit there and, oh, do we do this? Do we do that?
And a perfect example was Pasta Maker Girl, you know?
Exactly.
So like that was something she was worried about. And then obviously she's the one that got sliced and diced. So
yeah,
I don't know. And I just wanted to also point out that this episode was called JSS, right?
I still don't know why.
Just Survived Somehow. That girl wrote it.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is I'm wondering the importance of that because they don't just make these episodes and say that and then leave it.
Well, maybe it's just trying to tell us that we got distracted by this good life in Alexandria. You know, we thought that we were going to survive easy, but it reminded us that, hey, you just got to survive somehow.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why you need the guns, you know?
I mean, even if you have to have that spike ball with the little thing, like use it.
The problem is guns are the great equalizer. Like, I don't care, you know, I don't care if you're 6'7", 280 pounds. I don't care if you look like Brock Lesnar, man. If I got the gun on me, like, what do you, it's the equalizer, man. It makes all men equal. All men are created equal with guns. You know what I mean? So I feel like you just have
unless
to
you're John Wick, and then it doesn't matter if you have a gun.
No, he lives in everyone has astigmatism with no glasses world. They can't see him and shoot him.
They're like, whoa.
They're like, whoa. Yeah, that sounds crazy. But yeah, they got to get some guns, man. Last time I'm going to say that, but I really feel like that was the point of the episode. Is to show that people got to arm up and get tough.
They have to be tough because the walkers are coming. They just have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like that little wolf cult would have messed up if they would have came in there and Rick and the boys would have been in there.
Yeah.
Or Michonne, she'd have been taking heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Awesome episodes, man. Had so much fun watching it. I'm so excited to start season 6. So far, I'm loving this season, man, for sure. I think that there's a lot to unpack in these episodes, you know, and I'm nervous for next episode because basically there's like 100,000 walkers coming to town. So
right. I think it's just going to destroy this town and then we have to move on.
And
Sorry.
honestly, I'm so excited if that's what happens, you know. Like the thing is the towns are good, but the towns just get sort of, I guess, repetitive, you know what I mean? Like that's the cool thing about The Walking Dead, man. I love the camera shots on the show, and that's why I love it so much. When you're walking down the railroad tracks and then you look over and then you just see like a random industrial town with like an old body shop, and it's just very like, I don't know, man, it's just very Americana.
Maybe that's why it's called The Walking Dead.
Because they walk.
Because they're always walking and they're dead.
What if it was called The Crawling Dead?
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like they always are on the run.
You just said the most obvious shit in the world. Like you just called the sky blue.
But you know what I'm saying? Like because they're physically walking a lot.
Well, they should call it The Running Dead because they running.
Or
yeah.
what would you say? The motorcycling dead?
Yeah.
If you're Daryl Dixon.
But I think the coolest thing about the show really is just getting out in nature and seeing all these incredible shots, you know. Even when Daryl and Beth pulled up to that golf club, that country club, you know, that field, you know, like that's just, you know, Herschel's farm. I think this shows at its best when you're out in nature and you're seeing the raw, you know, because the thing is like, if the apocalypse happens, and there's different forms of the apocalypse, right? But if the apocalypse happens, all you're really going to have is outside, you know, like these towns and stuff, they're all man-made. They're all, you know, temporary. They're, you know, kind of faking away.
Yeah.
And I like the towns, but they feel like cookie cutter homes. You know, I feel like they charge $800,000 for those houses, but you know, they're made so
Did
cheaply.
they do that because they're solar paneled or something?
The price?
Yeah. Because they were really close to each other and they had no yards.
Man, some of those houses shouldn't have been worth $800,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it because it was solar paneled?
I think they're just trying to trick you subconsciously into thinking, damn, this is a real nice neighborhood.
Oh, because I was like, there's no yards.
Because the housing market was nothing like it is today. And
yeah.
Remember, like, back when you thought, like, as a kid, you would think, like, man, if I had $1 million house, and you would picture, like, Will Smith's house or something. Not anymore.
Now it's like a little something on a plot of land.
The house that I grew up in, man, my parents bought it for like, I think like $110,000 or something like
and
that.
that blows my mind because that house I love that house.
It's like a 2-story ranch type house. But the best part about my house growing up is I had a 2-acre yard, cedar trees in the back along the fence. It was, you know, all fenced in, and it was like a big football field. Basically, it was so flat, and I could sit there and watch the storms roll in. It was great. But they didn't pay a lot for it at all. And now that house is worth like $700,000.
I believe it. And especially with the land.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It just goes to show the housing market is crazy.
Yeah. So that's why when I was hearing that, I was like, it has to be because it's solar paneled. Because, you know, gated communities were a thing then.
Yeah.
So the gates there are kind of jagged right. Compared to like a gated community. I don't know.
I mean, the house was all right, but I love my yard I grew up in. It really, I had the best yard. I had like the perfect driveway for a basketball goal. It was great. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited to get into some more Walking Dead. I think it's about to be crazy.
Yeah, me too.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, man. Oh, one more thing I want to say before we get out of here. We watched 2 episodes today because there's 16 episodes in this season. So if you do the math, if you divide 16 by 3, the math doesn't work. You see what I'm saying? So the best strat is for us to do episode 1 and 2 together because the first episode was like a little over an hour.
64 minutes.
Right. And I think the second to last episode, was it?
The last episode is, and the 4th episode is.
Right. So basically, we have to have 2 watches this season where we only watch 2 episodes. So we're going to do the last 2 episodes of the season in a block of 2 also. And then the rest of them will fit perfectly. And that'll be like, what, 12? And then 12 divided by 3. And so it all works out mathematically. So we are going to go back to 3 episodes. I know we haven't done that in a while, but it's just the way the show works out. They put usually like 16 episodes in a season, I think. So it's just how it works out. But
yeah.
All right, guys. Love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe if you don't mind. And hit us up on Patreon if you guys want to see the full uncut reaction. And we'll see you on the next one. Uppies.